My name is Dennis Jaffe, former executive director of Bravo, Buyers and Renters Arlington Voice, a tenant advocacy and affordable housing advocacy organization that existed in Arlington County for 13 years. I wanted to speak with respect to John, more about the value that he brought than perhaps specific things that he did that do indeed deserve praise. The mark of a good leader is not necessarily one who finds solutions, but one who uncovers the problems. And then to empower the staff, the worker bees, if you will, of the county, to go about figuring out what can we do to fix something, what can we do to propose, what can we propose that could be adopted for change, and then presenting an actual policy change to the county board to be changed, to be rejected, to be approved. And with John, what I saw was that he was getting into the nitty-gritty, whether it was a pothole on this street or a problem with a crosswalk by Metro in the county building, or whether it was a sinkhole at Federal Realty Pentagon Row. I admired that, and John valued it, and hope that it will be valued by members of the county board and his successor in particular. In my experience, the closer advocates get to achieving one of their goals, which is access, the more they fear that speaking truth to power will compromise their access and thus actually increase the gap between what they're doing and achieving true change. And I think that what John has done in particular is digging under the veneer and talking to folks, for example, not just the folks on advisory committees, but people who are benefiting, who are supposed to be benefiting from various policies and programs in the county. And lastly, In Defense of Hypocrisy was a sermon that I heard about 17 years ago from the Reverend at All Souls Unitarian Church in D.C., and I didn't understand it at first. And Defense of Hypocrisy doesn't sound very laudatory. But what it talks about is, what is the goal? What is it that we want to achieve? How far did we fall short? And so when we say, you know something, we are honest people, but we look at what is it that we're actually doing, and there's a gap between what we're doing and what we aspire. Because if there is no gap, then we're perfect. And so acknowledging that we say one thing while acknowledging that we're practicing something less than, we are admitting that there is a gap and challenging all of ourselves to be resolved to work harder at eliminating that gap. And in that context, I close by asking folks to focus less on, this is what we did this week, this is what great solutions and benefits, successes that we brought to the county, and a little bit more on, where did we fall short? If you do that, that's the first step, if you will, toward making improvements. John, thank you for your service. You represented those ideals that I tried to articulate, and thank you to your family for your service, and I know that you're not going to be gone just yet. So thank you.